Hey everybody, Josh here. It's in a World Alternative Media here, and Merry Christmas to everyone. I'm going to let someone tune in before I start talking too much because otherwise there'll be no point. No one will hear me. Anyway, just let me know when you are online, and I'm just checking on my computer as well because my app isn't really showing me a whole lot these days. Let's see. I don't expect a ton of people to tune in because it is Christmas. But anyway, okay, I see Danny Djokovic, Shay Q, Lenny Time. Thank you very much, and Merry Christmas to you as well. And I figured I'd just say hi here on Christmas because why not? If I look like I'm really tired, I got bags under my eyes. No, I just got shampoo in my eye. Everyone can relate to that. Make sure to press like on the video so it gets out there so people see it. So anyway, it's an interesting holiday because it started as the obviously birth of Jesus to now it's like how do we impress our families with gifts and not be the loser in the family who doesn't get people gift. That's what it's kind of come down to. It's put a lot of pressure on people, and unfortunately, it weighs down a lot of people's wallets. I think I've always looked at Christmas more. Melakaliki Maka, yeah. I've always looked at Christmas more from the perspective of like another Thanksgiving. You know what I mean? Like, what can you be thankful for? Who are you thankful for? What have you done to make the world a better place this year, or make your family happier, or make yourself happier? Most importantly, because that kind of spreads around, and I think that is the message that we should all be considering on Christmas, and not, can I buy my 28 cousins all Christmas presents this year? And oh, they'll give me Christmas presents back. I'll still be more broke than I started off with. And it's we shouldn't be looking at Christmas from that perspective as a materialistic thing. Just like it's weird because the death of Jesus became Easter. Let's see, a bunch of eggs and a giant rabbit. I think the rabbit was based on Saint Peter, Peter Rabbit. Get it? And then I think the egg thing had something to do with abortions and weird like satanic stuff. Anyway, you get the point. Holidays have kind of turned into a totally different entity than they started off as being. Other than Halloween, which is still creepy. But let's just look at Christmas from the perspective of what are we proud of, what are we thankful for, and sharing is also good. Getting your family's presents and stuff like that, and your loved ones' presents, it's always a good thing. But that shouldn't be the point. It never has been the point. It's only that point in television media. Let's go broke. Let's get into debt. You know who that benefits. You know what we talk about here. I don't want to put a damper on this. Actually, I'm trying to be more inspiring with this message. More like, hey guys, let's not be too scared of who we disappoint this Christmas. Let's think more about what do we think of ourselves. In the end, it's all about not what other people think of you, but what you think of you, because that impacts what other people think of you in the end anyway. Do you feel good about what you do in life? Can you go to sleep at night and feel happy and feel like you've done something with your life, that you're following your ambitions, that you're being a better person as much as possible every single day, that you don't snap on people, that you control your emotions, think logically, manage to make people happy around you? I think that's more important than anything. So just consider that if you're worried that someone's gonna be mad because you didn't get them a present, or didn't get them a good present, or didn't spend enough money, and they spent more money on you, that isn't the point of this whole holiday, and you should just dodge that point entirely. And then many of you don't celebrate Christmas. I've actually been talking with a lot of people that are like, Christmas, like, no, it's just I go to work or whatever. I make more money at work on Christmas. Well, good for you. It doesn't have to be a thing for everyone. I'm seeing a lot of comments here. So we got Pietro Rizzo. I gave my loved ones silver coins. That is definitely a good message to spread. Give them a very undervalued precious metals. That's definitely going to be good in the long term, in my opinion. Anthony Monteiro said Christ was a yellow vest. Certainly in temple when he shooed the money changers out. I just shared a video from a 1927 film called The King of Kings that showed one of the first movies about Jesus and everything, and he shoos people out of the temple, all the money changers. The movie kind of mixed up capitalism and government and banks, but nonetheless, it did manage to show the point though that wouldn't show in a movie today. Satan speaking over his shoulder, saying, "You could be king. Look at all these people. They worship you. They want to bow down to you." And him saying, "You shall worship no entity other than God. There are no kings," that kind of thing. It was basically a very anarchist message. It was cool. It's a good movie. If you like silent movies, I definitely recommend The King of Kings. I think it was Cecil B. DeMille. More straightforward, not the greatest cinematography I've ever seen in silent movies. I'm a big fan of the more unique stuff, but nonetheless, it was a good film. I don't want to get into the movie nerd stuff with you. Anyway, let's see. I see a bunch of comments here. I'm just trying to keep up because we got quite a few comments coming in. Thank you everyone for watching who's just tuning in. Merry Christmas to you. Okay, kill a commie for mommy. Those who've prepared don't need to be scared. I'm not. Yeah, well, there's no reason to be scared if you're prepared. Good point. Let's see. I got a few things. I'm not going to benefit some comments that are not necessary with answers. You know what? You know who I'm talking about. That doesn't help any of us. Let's see. My David Kitterman says my goal is to live free as a nomad. That's a great way to live. To travel, to see the world, to be many different places, to experience different cultures, to just experience how people react to different cultures as well, what people use as money, how people survive, and what governments are like around the world. I think it's very, very important. Let me just check right now. I'm seeing some comments with the stock market. I know it has been totally insane today, and the last little while. I guess, yeah, they're not open today. Stock market's not open, but as of yesterday, it was down 2.91 more percent. The Dow, and the S&P was down 2.71% to 2351.10. It's absolutely insane what is happening, but it's something that we've been warning about for so long, and it just amazes me that people are shocked by this. I mean, people are calling us fearmongers forever for saying exactly what was going to happen, and it's, whatever. I don't want the vindication. It's kind of terrible vindication because a lot of people are going to lose a lot, but I mean, you have to be responsible in life. Responsibility is really important to the sustainability of mankind. I'm looking at my computer here, and my live stream looks really shaky, which is strange because it's totally straight on my phone, and it looks like it's shaking on the computer. So I apologize if it's kind of bouncing around like crazy. It's not supposed to. It doesn't look like that on my phone. Anyway, buy more Bitcoin and hodl, says Anthony Monroe. Absolutely. I'm all for that, in my opinion. Remember? Oh, yeah, we got Helmut Schmacker says, Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. Great movie. Actually, last night I ended up watching The Shop Around the Corner for the first time in a while. Because, It's a Wonderful Life every year. I love Jimmy Stewart. I love those movies. I figure, my girlfriend wanted to watch The Shop Around the Corner, and we decided to watch it. And, I think they based In the Good Old Summertime on it, and You've Got Mail with Tom Hanks on it. Good old movie. If you like old movies, we could have lots of long conversations about that. Elaine Ace says XRP and silver. XRP from an investment perspective right now, because banks and governments are getting on board, fine, sure. But XRP is not something I would be supporting. Investment is one thing, hodling is another thing, long term, and actually supporting the product, no. XRP is total banker coin. And when Bill Clinton's doing speeches for Ripple and stuff like that, yeah, anyway, but silver's great. Kev Angelo says, I like Litecoin over Bitcoin. To each their own. I think Litecoin's more antiquated. Bitcoin is more king and on top of things, and for that reason, I think that they'll survive longer. I just interviewed the creator of Litecoin, Charlie Lee, last month, I believe. And a very interesting guy to talk to. Only unfortunately had a little bit of time to talk with him, but nonetheless, it was very interesting. It's cool to talk to one of these amazing market innovators, you know. Um, let's see, we got Anthony Monroe says, "May the force of Bitcoin be with us." I hope so. In these during these holidays, David's Beast once is super bouncy. Yeah, well, let's see what it's at right now. I'm gonna open up Coin Market Cap here and see what they say. Bitcoin is down to 37.87 today, down 7.39%. Ouch. And then XRP is down 8.1%. Ethereum is down 7.53%. Bitcoin Cash is down 11.09%. Stellar is down 9.17%. Everything's down today. It's Christmas. Let's see. EOS is down 12.6%. That one's hurting me a bit. Tether is doing well as far as market capitalization goes today. And let's see. Bitcoin Satoshi Vision is down 11.43%. Litecoin's down 9.78%. Yeah, Dash is down 13.6%. But again, this is all temporary. I think we got a bull market on the way. I told people that this recent change isn't suddenly a bull market. We have to be patient. It's more about what these cryptocurrencies will become in the future. It's more about how they will change the world around us and the innovation on that technology, not ETFs and futures and speculation and making money fast. It's not about that. It's in fact it's the opposite of the greed of speculation. We all got way too greedy in 2017, and we got bit back for it. And I warned people last year that it was going to happen, but of course, people are going to say, "Oh, you supported Bitcoin in the rally." I said, "Yeah, I supported the idea in the rally. I told people it was a bubble when Dentacoin had $4 billion market cap." It's pretty obvious. I do have to get to my Christmas dinner soon, but let's see. Crod7435 says, "Do you think World War III is going to happen?" Very possibly, but I think it's already kind of happening. We already have a world war going on. The United States military-industrial complex, along with many other globalist countries, are all over the world. With that said, I do believe that decentralized blockchain technology, if not manipulated and if not completely about making money, like I mentioned a second ago, we can, without a shot fired, change the entire world around us. Obviously, people will get hurt, and there will be revolutions and all that. But as I said recently in my interview with Sterling Lujan of Bitcoin.com, I believe that it'll be more about evolution than revolution. I think that is the most important point here, because in the end, it'll come down to how we innovate on the market and create alternatives to everything the government has, so that no matter if people are conservative or liberal or socialist, communistic, fascistic, any of the people within the scale of collectivism, that circular, perpetual paradigm, or outside of that, it doesn't matter what your views are. The market will decide as these technologies, these innovations, these alternatives to everything the governments and banks do, replace those systems without people, supporting it or not. If the market decides that, that's the way it's going to be. So they could be like, "I want a conservative revolution." Other people will say, "I want a liberal revolution." All these different things, and it doesn't matter. Whatever people think, in the end, it's going to be the market prevailing and these technologies coming out. Whether you like it or not, it's going to happen. So I believe that the evolution of technology, the market, and mankind will change the political system and slowly dwindle it down to as little as possible, no matter how many people are screaming at each other, divided, SJWs freaking out, and then, culture justice warriors on the conservative side freaking out, and everyone believing one side of the media or another. It's all insane. It's all futile. I believe the market will always prevail, and it always has. And in the end, as horrible as times may seem, we've got alternatives, we got solutions. And if you look at, I just got a call. I meant to say you will prevail with all that. Anyway, yeah, someone called my phone and it slowed down my live stream. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Tell me if you can hear me. There we go. Can you hear me? Okay, good. Sorry, I got a phone call and it cut out for a second. I hope they don't call back. Not yet. Merry Christmas to everyone, by the way. Again, I really appreciate everyone tuning in. And I really appreciate all the support as we break over 100,000 subscribers and we have over 1,000 videos now. Thank you very much, Anthony Monroe, for the 10.99 euros. I really appreciate it. It says little present from Santa. Very much appreciate it. You guys are awesome, and I wouldn't be able to do it without you people out there supporting me and making this all possible. Oh, man. Okay, this person needs to stop calling me back. Just a second. Let me just message them on Facebook so they stop calling me because it's really messing up my streams here. It just keeps lagging. Live on YouTube. No calling. Oh, man. Hopefully they're getting that. Anyway. Yeah, because it just keeps saying that it's loading whenever they do that. Anyway, so thank you very much. I really appreciate it. You guys make it possible for me to do this every single day. It means the world to me, and being able to reach so many amazing people, it's a dream come true. It's something that I never thought was possible, but I tried, and I tried for years, and it built up and grew and grew. And over time, more and more people were listening to me and hearing my messages and spreading the messages. And I hear about people years later after watching a video of mine doing this and that. One guy I talked to last year at Anarchapulco was talking about how he was watching my video. He was watching compilation videos of Barack Obama, of all people. Yikes. And it came across in the suggested video. YouTube didn't get this with their algorithm. An interview I did with Robert Kiyosaki. He clicked on that. This is a couple years ago. And watched it, and he's like, these guys are interesting. Click on another video, binge watched a bunch, and now he's like a voluntarist. It's pretty incredible what happens over time. Just little things. I often say the world around you, you might be a grain of sand in the entire universe. Meaningless, right? Very depressing message, right? But you mean everything to your surroundings, the people around you, the people directly affected by you. So no matter how minuscule you are to the grand universe, it's not about that. It's about how you improve that around you, those that are around you, their lives. And can you leave this world a better place than you entered, at least in your general surroundings? Again, Christmas isn't about sending everyone presents and going broke and bankrupt and then having to work your butt off for months again after at work and then go on Boxing Day with your gift cards and buy things a little bit cheaper and then still end up broke because you end up spending more money and all that kind of. It's not about any of that. It's about how you feel about yourself, how you treat the people around you, how you change your general surroundings, and what you share with people, being thankful for things, spending time with family, spending time with friends, the connections you make in life. It's more about that than anything. So if you feel nervous about whether your family members are going to like your present or not, stop it. It's not about that. And if they don't really, you went out of your way to get something for them. Like if they don't like it, then that's on them. It's not on you. Anyway, I'm just getting into random rants here. I wanted to fill some time here to talk to all of you here on YouTube this Christmas. I think this is the first time I've ever done a video on Christmas. I got a video up surprisingly yesterday. I've been just working hard to get as much up. I have a ton of videos still from California that I recently did. One I did at G. Edward Griffin's house with Edward Goodliff that I want to get up soon on Alberta and all that kind of stuff for those Albertans out there that are concerned. There's lots of stuff happening there. Anyway, it's a good day. Every day is a good day. It depends on, are you inside a prison in your mind, or are you free? Are you mentally free, physically free? Do you believe that you are free? Because government and all these things that are holding you back, and the consumerism of something like Christmas, it's all a shadow on the wall, and it only exists because you believe it exists. You are only a victim of yourself. Sure, things try to victimize you around you, but don't allow it to happen. Break free from it. Be your own individual. Break free from that complex of, inner slavery, being a slave to yourself and your own emotions and that cage within your head. You are free. And just treat people well around you. Be a good person. be able to go to sleep at night and feel good about yourself. Anyway, I'm gonna start taking off right away. CSI says, put your phone down. My phone isn't bouncing around in my hand. It is completely still. And then on the computer, it shows it's shaking. It's really strange. YouTube does this to me. Like I've had it actually sitting down before, and it's still shaking on YouTube. I don't know. Um, the Plain Truth says, World Alternative Media, do you do interviews? Yeah, that's most of what I do here at WAM. We got man, I think I'm up to like 900 and something interviews that I've done at WAM so far. Everyone you could think of in the Liberty Movement and many outside. Just check our channels. We have playlists. Go to our playlist, like our playlist for interviews. We've got a playlist for reports, confrontations, all that kind of stuff. Oh, the Plain Truth says, no, I want to interview you. Yeah, you can send me a mess. Oh, yeah, they got rid of private messages on YouTube. Let's see. What can you do? You can send me an email at worldalternativemedia@gmail.com to book interviews, and I'll try to get back to that as fast as possible. I'm going to type it into the chat here. Media. Oh, not Mefia. Media. Media would be good if I spelt it correctly. All right. It's hard to do this with one hand. Okay, great. Yeah, just send me an email and I'll try to. I've got about 30 plus interview requests right now, but it all depends on if we can get that time and a place down, because I'm running around like a chicken with its head cut off most of the time, and I'm going to be traveling most of January and February. But I got a little bit of time, possibly in the beginning of January at some point, and then in March. It's it's unfortunate, but it's a dream come true to be able to just travel around and do whatever I need to do to bring that message to the next level. Someone asked me, "Are you gay?" No, I am not. But if you want to have your fantasies, man, do it. Go ahead, but just don't tell me about it. I don't want to know. The 1966 Chevy van, that's a cool name, is this channel based in Canada. We're half based in Canada, half based in the United States. So we're part-time in Winnipeg, Canada, and half the time in Las Vegas, Nevada. So yeah, but I'm trying to be more of a nomad and get reports done in more interesting places. So I'm looking at hopefully running over to well, I'm going to be in Mexico soon, but I'm hoping to go to Europe and do some videos there, and parts of Africa and stuff like that. I just got to be careful, and on top of that, it costs a fortune, so I have to find ways to do that without, being broke. It's possible to be a nomad and travel around and barely have any money. I've seen people do it all the time. I just got to figure it out better. I got to take some lessons from Luke Radowski from We Are Change. Anyway, great to see all of you. It amazes me how many people tune in these days to WAM. We got more viewers per capita or on average here at World Alternative Media than the state-run CBC in Canada. They get $1 billion and they have less viewers. And all these medias that are getting subsidized with a $600 million bailout, it's insane. They don't get any freaking viewership. It's hilarious. Even Breitbart, we got like way more viewers than Breitbart. And I looked at their videos and their marketing's terrible. They don't market videos well. They got interviews with like Jordan Peterson and they don't even like try to actually get it out there. It's strange. Anyway, enough ranting and raving for a day. I got to get going. I got to drive into the country and everything on ice. It's going to be fun. But I'm a really good driver, so if anyone runs me off the road, it's a government, not me. Just keep that in mind. I don't know. Anyway. So I'll talk to you guys later. I really appreciate you all joining us today. And the MSN Media's Bread and Circuses says RR. Yeah, and they are dying, and they will not last much longer. Mainstream media viewership is like 1 million, while PewDiePie, if they're lucky, 1 million on a really good night, while PewDiePie has 77 million viewers. He's like all the mainstream media's combined times 2. Think about that. These are the times we live in. So independent media is winning. Anyway, Merry Christmas to everyone. Remember, it's all about what you're thankful for, not about how much money you have and how many things you can give all your relatives and, be for them to be disappointed and throw it in their closet for, the rest of eternity. Anyway, or re-gift it to someone else, even worse. Anyway, it's not about that. It's about being thankful. And again, it's supposed to be the day that Jesus was born, not be broke and have giant Buddha Santa walking around with a sack of presents. Really strange. Anyway, so I'll see you guys soon. I don't know if I'm going to get a video up tomorrow or the day after or the day after. It should be soon. I'm going to try my best. I'm trying not to get too immersed in the holidays. Honestly, I'm not really feeling it this year, as you could probably tell. So I hope you all have some good holidays. We'll be back with you soon. I appreciate everyone tuning in today, and have yourself a Merry Christmas. And this is Josh Saracen signing out from World Alternative Media. Find the truth, be the change.